Tom, and I'm playing Trolls.
And I'm Mark, and I'm playing Legion of Everblight.
My list, it's Madrak 2 in the Band of Heroes team. So I've got Madrak 2, and his battle group is a Mauler. Oh, sorry, I just say I'm proxying Madrak 2 with the Madrak 1 model, because my Madrak 2 isn't painted. He's got a Mauler, 2 bouncers in his battle group, and then there's a Fellcaller and a Stone Scribe Chronicler. I've got a Min Krielstone with the Stone Scribe Elder, a maximum unit of champions who have Skaldi Bonehammer attached, and then a sorcerer, mostly to get me into the right level of points for the free stuff in the theme. I've got a maximum unit of Fennblades with the unit attachment, and I've got a maximum unit of warders.
I'm playing Absylonia 2, the daughter of Everblight. She's got a Succubus Warlock attachment, Proteus, which is the extreme Proteus version, 2 Carnivians, a Scythian, a Seraph, a Naga Knight Lurker, and a Harrier, who's also there to get me to 100 points of beast, because this is the Oracles of Annihilation theme, which gets me 4 free solos. I've got 2 Blindness Shepherds, 2 Forsaken, a Spell Martyr, and a Sorceress and Hellion.
Excellent. What's the scenario called? I forget.
That is a good question.
It's the one that looks like the one you can currently see on your screen with the 2 circular zones.
Breakdown.
Breakdown, excellent. Okay, that's good. So I've got... Sorry, go on.
Well, I won the roll off to go first and chose to go second. I like this side of the board.
Yeah, so I'm playing first. I've got the 9 inches because of the wonderful benefit from my theme. I'm thinking I'm going to have Madrak go right with the middle, so I can keep as much stuff in his control area as possible for the feet and for Warpath, although the feet's not going to be terribly useful in this. I'm going to keep the warders near him because they're really good for Grim Salvation. I've got the Krielstone just behind him there as well to get the armor buff as central as possible. The champions are going up onto the right flank, so they're going to hopefully stay in that zone, and although his beasts generally have really good mat because of Alpha Hunter, the defense 14 might keep them alive. And then the Fennblades are going to the bottom of your screen there. I'm going to try and run them from there, big skirmish screen, try and avoid taking as much of the alpha as I can.
And I think, yeah, we did. We just paused the clock for a second there. So I just set up, I put Absylonia in the centre and Proteus facing the Fennblades. I've played Proteus against Fennblades before, and it always seems to go very well for Proteus. I put the Scythian in the centre and then the 2 Carnivians up against the champions, because they're the damage doers that I can see in the list. They're the ones that I really felt I had to take out as quickly as I could. The theme lets me put my friendly upkeeps out straight away, and Bracer has gone on Proteus, so he's arm 22 when he's engaged.
Yep. Yes, he is.
He's arm 18, +2 for Bracer and +2 for unyielding, so
super good.
Pretty difficult to move.
Yeah, with the Grievous Wounds as well, he's really, really nice against trolls. Yeah, so I'll just get my tokens ready. Let me start the game. My first turn is going to be really simple. Are we starting it? I can't tell. Oh no, you just take your tokens as well. Fancy wooden ones.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out when we will start the game soon, and it's off.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is, I should point out as well, it's the first time I've played with this army. I used Madrak 2 a while back, in fact before the changes to his feet. So it's the first time using this army, but I'm really looking forward to it, and it's a pretty standard Madrak 2 list. A few little differences, but let's see. So Madrak 2 ran up, and he's just put all his Fury in the stone, so no upkeep's out yet. But that's going to be, as first turns tend to go, it's going to be a lot of stuff just running up. The Fellcaller does put March on the warders so they can run through that bit of a forest, so the river in front of them, and the other bit's terrain that you can see as a hill, so that's fine. Oh, I'm explaining to Mark what a sorcerer is, because no one ever takes them because they're not great, and that model is 16 English pounds, so you don't really see them. But again, it got me over the threshold to get an extra free solo, so yeah, can't complain. Also explaining Skaldi, who you might see a bit more in the near future because of the Northkin theme. He's pretty good in that.
Yeah, it was literally a case of he ran them up and I was like, there's 5 of them. What are the other 3 models?
Yes, that's the Mauler running up there. I'm trying not to get him to, because he's going to be really good at wrecking 1 Legion Heavy a turn, so I don't want to get one thing I should point out in this army, I've got 2 bouncers, which might seem really odd. I'm hoping to get Charge of the Trolls off as often as possible with the Stone Scribe Chronicler for +2 mat and melee damage rolls, which obviously stacked with Blood Fury, It's Blood Fury, isn't it? Or is it
Yes.
the other one? Blood Fury, yeah. Can make some good damage buffs. And as well, they're 9 points, and they're armor 21 if they're under the Krielstone. So they take more than 9 points of effort to kill, so they're quite good for scenario play as well. Krielstone goes up. I choose not to do any Protective Aura this turn because it's probably not going to be doing too much damage to me.
We did work out that I was going to be wasting my time trying to attack anything, so...
Yeah. And the Chronicler puts Tail of Mists on these guys because even though you're playing Legion, you know, Abby might try and sling a spell at them.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, why not?
So I just have a quick check on the threat ranges, how far away from everything I've got to be, get all that sorted out, and after that, I thought I'd had about a 4-minute turn, and I seem to have used a minute and a half of it just chatting threat ranges with you.
So we're saying those Fennblades with the mini feat have a threat range of 13 on the charge, and they get Pathfinder with that as well, so they can ignore that forest and the rubble that Proteus is hiding in there. So they're really great. I love Fennblades for a lot of reasons, but that's probably the main one. They're just super
And that's
fast.
exactly why Proteus is 13.5 inches away from the front two there.
Yeah.
So everything is essentially just running into a safe place. That's literally all I do this turn. The Naga runs around there so that I can use it to extend the cloud. There's no shooting in Tom's list,
No.
it's fair to say, but I use the
Yeah.
Naga because it then gets stealth.
Band of Heroes gives you 0 shooting options. Actually, the Fellcaller has a spray, which technically... So unless you're taking the ranged beasts... you're not getting any shooting. And a bomb... Oh, Madrak has a gun actually as well. He throws his axe.
Yes, he's
But
hand for attacks, yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem with Band of Heroes. It's very limited shooting options. So now it's over to me now? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm checking the threat ranges, and it's one of those games where sometimes you just have to take the Alpha Strike. I can't just give up the scenario totally, and he just out-threats me by, in a lot of cases, 4 inches or so.
Yeah, about 4 inches.
So I'm just kind of looking at how can I'm thinking Fennblades can make at least auto activation issues, maybe make him get something wrong, maybe jam a few things up, especially because with the Chronicler I can put Hero's Downfall on them, so if a warrior kills one in melee they'll get knocked down, so good for Abby and the flappy Beastmaster. Pretty good.
The Sorceress
and Hellion, that's the one. And yeah, keep running my big block of meat up the middle as well, make sure he can't get that central zone. Madrak's still covering stuff.
You just moved one of the solos there to give...
Oh yeah, the Fellcaller, sorry, gave them Pathfinders, just how they're running through those trees. So yeah, they're really doing a good bit of gumming. And I know he's going to be able to kill them, they're not going to be a huge problem. But again, order of activation issues, something really good. Yeah, that's them. What else we got here? So, am I getting the champions now? Again, the champions, I realised I can stay out. Those Carnivian threats at 14 with Slipstream.
14 with Slipstream on the feet, yeah.
So I'm thinking, I can't stay out the range of both of them, but you can only Slipstream one, so I can stay out the range of one. One of them is not going to kill the whole unit, so I'm going to have a couple of champions left, and they do a good chunk on them anyway, and then if I've got Blood Fury on them, then they're going to start really ripping them apart to bits. So yeah, that seems good. I'll probably have at least half the unit left.
So there's a bouncer there in the trench.
Yeah, so the bouncer there to make annoying free strikes. Again, he can probably kill it, but order of activation issues, and if he doesn't kill it, then I've got a great target there for doing charge of the trolls a lot. The Maulers staying safely out of range of everyone, because if I lose that, then I'm really going to be having a little struggle. All the warders just mashing around Madrak to give him plenty of Grim Salvation targets, because they're really good for that. Sitting there at armor 21, like, you can't, I mean, a heavy beast still going to kill one with an attack, but like, I can just immune to any low power attacks, which is really, really nice for your Warcaster.
Yes, it is.
And then, what else we got in there?
I think, did Madrak cast a spell?
Oh yeah,
That's it.
I cast Warpath, or is it?
Warpath,
Is it Warpath, or I forget? Is it? Yeah, Road Towards the War Machine one, Warpath. So over to you.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be feat turn, so I'll start looking at the important activations. There's a little measurement marker that I've put in front of the champions just to show if I want to get one of the Carnivians onto them, I'll definitely have to slipstream and deal with the bouncer.
Yeah, one thing I hadn't noticed as well is that I forgot how incredible Scythians are into troll infantry, and I've left a big old Thresher clump there. So
Yeah, big old Thresher clump. So the first thing I did was move the Succubus forward and hexbolt the Fennblade, who was just right in front of Abby, to get rid of him.
and also get Alpha Hunter up.
No, that one was the Succubus.
Oh, the Succubus.
The one just at the front.
Oh, right, I get confused. Yeah, sorry.
So at the moment it's what can I activate that I'm not going to miss, that can just take some Fennblades out of the way, is the whole name of the game. I did a lot. I think it's quite long term for me, this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, but again, once your feet turn, you've got to take the time to do it right. Especially with, like I was saying, I've set up a lot of things where you have to kill a certain model, and you don't want to be wasting a heavy killing a Fennblade to get it out of the way. So it's worth taking your time, getting it right, because if you balls this turn up, it's potentially the game.
So the Sorceress flies in, does a spray, and it kills one, and the other one toughs.
Hooray!
Which is perfect now, because Abby's problem with hex bolting into trolls is if they tough, then if that's your only plan for Alpha Hunter, you're not getting Alpha Hunter that turn. So a knockdown troll, power 13 on knockdown troll like that, it's an auto. It's not double one, then it's dead.
Yeah.
Then but a double one and it's dead. So,
again, with this list, with this amount of infantry, I'm never avoiding Alpha Hunter, because I've played other lists that are more beast centric, and you can kind of move some of the infantry away and play around with it. But in this, I was like, you're gonna get it, so I may as well give it the best positioning rather than try and avoid it.
So we've got Alpha Hunter, measure everyone's in range for the feet and feet. Shepherd just runs quickly before I forget it. If you forget to run your Shepherd first, then sometimes you're just not doing anything that turn.
I'm nice. I'd let you move Shepherd up. I'm not gonna call you on that.
The next one is the Harrier, which sadly can't get both of those Fennblades in threat.
Oh, that's a shame.
They're the last two that I really want to kill.
So I just thought, I don't mention last turn, I did put Hero's Tragedy on the Fennblades this turn. Did I mention that? I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, because I'm thinking then Abby can't just charge up and kill one. So she did use
otherwise Abby would have killed 2 or 3 of them herself.
Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't really thought about that. So that's nice.
That's why this turn is happening the way it's happening at the moment. Purely that one spell. Great.
That's good to know. I really like the Chronicler, I should point out. You're not doing anything at the moment. I can talk about the Chronicler. Yeah. He's really good. I think he's really underrated. People aren't using him like... I think he's just as powerful as the Fellcaller point for point. I mean, because Charge the Trolls, people say it's really hard to get off, you've got to play for it, but you do have to play for it, but...
I should say at the moment, I forgot to do a slipstream with Absylonia on one of those Carnivians. I could have done my spell, walked over, slipstreamed it, and then repositioned back to where I was. But then actually I wouldn't have got Proteus in the feet, so I've purposely failed a charge on a bouncer with the Seraph in order to slipstream the Carnivian.
Oh yeah, that was that. Again, the more probably set up your opponent every now and then, they'll drop the ball. So hooray! I'll gush about the Chronicle later. You're doing important stuff now. He's great.
Yeah. So then the Naga has charged into the last troublesome Fennblade there, and took him out of the way. And now is the Scythian going in now? I'm measuring it. I'm happy.
I'm not sure if you just proxy it. Oh,
no,
there it goes.
Oh, the proxy base is there because Scythians can't get base to base with anything. They can't get base to base with the flat base normally. So I went with a Thresher first and forgot to put my Animus up, so I didn't have Grievous Wounds, which was disappointing. I did a big chunk of damage to the bouncer, and then with Murderous, obviously, just started killing. Murderous and Power 19, you do tend to kill.
But I did pass one tough check on a warder there.
And then, surprisingly, I went straight into... that was a Fennblade there that passed the
top.
Oh,
so a Fennblade, yeah, you're absolutely right, yeah.
That was the last Fennblade.
The camera's quite high up today. I feel like we should have a bit more angular. I can't really see what stuff is.
That was me. We've actually got more of the board than we normally have.
Yeah,
that
useful like 10 inches where the clock is, where models always go.
Well, you never know with some of the scenarios now.
I suppose.
So he did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
He did a couple of attacks on
Madrak, who had to sack them to warders, so that's why so many of the warders died.
So now one of the Carnivians is going into the bouncers.
Yeah, I want to say that you left the bouncer on maybe 2 points as well. I think that's where you're buying the extra attacks generally.
Yeah, but I So that's one left on one, and then I'm on to the other one as well, aren't I?
Yeah.
And I leave him.
Oh yeah, this one. I think the painted one is left on 2, so he's the top one, and then the unpainted one near me is left on 1. The one at the top has it in spirit, which is really useful, and the one at the bottom I think has it in body, which is far less useful.
Spirit as well, isn't it?
Is spirit well?
Yeah, it's spirit as well. The wonder of War Room is you can actually see.
Oh, well, that's good. I didn't play for that. I should have paid more attention. Now,
Interestingly, just looking at it, you didn't free strike me there when you could have.
I didn't even roll it, did I? I mean,
you would only have needed a 4, but then you would have probably have done.
I mean, I've been power 12 with it would have boosted, so 2 dice. I think even though box cards wouldn't have taken a system.
No.
I had stone strength up, so I actually would have been power 13.
Yeah.
No.
Could have done 2 or 3 damage.
Yeah, no point.
The Carnivian doesn't have the best of times. So
No, I mean, I got
tough rolls here.
I got a couple of tough
no
checks, and
knockdown.
the champions, if they're base to base or immune to knockdown, they get +2 defense in melee, +2 defense. Actually, you did miss a couple of attacks as well, so it did help me quite a lot. So yeah, I've got 4 champs left. That's nice. Well done, me. And then
And then Proteus goes in.
yeah.
And what I cunningly did here was forget that all his attacks aren't 4-inch 4-inch reach. To be fair, I charged my maximum distance and got 4 of them within 4 inches of him, and they're very well spread out. So I had to give up. That's where I've just gone. Oh, give up the rest of my initials. And then it was 3's auto kill. So
Yeah. I mean, and this turn, the Alpha Strike has gone exactly as you'd hope it would. I've got a few champions left, which is nice. And I've got a Mauler who's not been touched, that's good. But apart from that, I'm really going to be struggling here. So, the start of the turn, I'm thinking, I'll probably try and jump out attrition and see how it goes throughout the turn, because, I've got no way playing for scenario, and obviously Abby is so safe behind that cloud, I've got no chance of ever getting to her. But I'm thinking, so Mauler can kill one of them. Madrak's axe always has grievous wounds, so I can, if I get lucky, I can maybe kill one of them with him if we get some really good dice, or at least do enough damage where I can grievous wounds it, so maybe its body will be gone, so it won't be able to really do a lot of killing or whatever. And then the champs can hopefully kill the one at the top. If I get some good dice, I can really blunt what he's got left, and then maybe what I've got left is just better.
that was the hope. Like, I felt I'd had a good turn, but I was looking at what he had and just knowing like that can take a heavy, they can take a heavy, that can take a heavy, and I knew I was not gonna have.
I think against my
next turn.
It's my first game with this list, and I think I wasn't. You know, when you've played this a while, you know exactly what can kill what. I'm not quite there with this, so I was trying to run the math in my head, and I was getting a few things confused. So I didn't maybe do it as best as I could, but still, like, something went really well. Also, I'm thinking, I'll do this first. This Fennblade charges this Shepherd at the bottom, and actually hits and kills. Well done, that guy. They never really do that. Also spread them out, so he obviously can kill him because he's got quite a few attacks and a few strange reaching attacks, but I'll spread them out, so you do the best. This is a bouncer who's going to try and roll a single dice to hit, kind of does nothing. But again, he's mostly there. Well, he's there for charge of the trolls, which I forgot to do with the Chronicler. So well done, me. Again, still learning the ropes with this army, and it's my first as well. She says it's my first game of trolls in Steamroll 2017. I've not played trolls for a while. I've been playing Rep, so I'm just a bit out of. I've lost some of the muscle memory of you're just doing the things that every trollist does every turn. So.
It didn't feel much like that.
No, I generally did okay, but there's a few little things that you just like the positioning where the positioning's just half an inch off, or you forget to do one buffing solo and stuff, and it can make a big swing. So Madrak as well. I'm looking. Can I charge and get both? Can I hit both the Carnies? So the Carnivian and the Scythian with his axe to grievous wound them both, and cast Blood Fury on the champions. I mean, there's no way of doing it, but I can charge that Carnivian and cast Blood Fury on those, which I've done.
Does he go for the Carnivian or the Scythian?
No, it's Carnivian because of the way he's facing. I'd have rather gone for the Scythian, but he wouldn't have been able to see the champs with his facing.
Right.
So I did maybe about 10 boxes, I think, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't great, to be fair.
I don't think it took out any systems either, which was kind of a shame. So yeah, that was. Again, it's like if you knew the army well, I think he probably did get about average dice. He probably did about the amount of damage he should have done. Also, I forgot to do Krielstone first for Stone Strength, which would have just given him. It would have only been like an extra 2 or 3 damage overall, but might have been the difference between taking a system and not taking a system. So I run to bump up his damage. I charge one champion at the Carnivian, and the others all go for the Carnivian hit him. Or the others, I say there's only 2. And I missed 2 of my attacks. I think did I miss both my charge attacks maybe, or I missed 1 of my charge attacks?
1 charge attack, yeah.
And 1 normal attack maybe? I might not have done. Whatever it was, they didn't do terribly well on this guy either. So, but again, if I'd have remembered to do charge the trolls first, then they would have done better. But again, it's just like that thing.
Yeah, the top Carnivian, I think he had 9 boxes left, but 9 boxes spread over his systems, and the bottom Carnivian died.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did that on his first attack as well, annoying with that champion. And I forgot he had an overtake, so I could have moved him somewhere because of Skaldi. But again, it's just sort of things you forget. Mauler casts his animus on himself. I forget how bloody great Maulers are.
The Maulers are awesome, yeah.
Just, I think he used 1 extra focus, 1 extra fury on this guy. Just
2 for rage and then 1 bolt attack after he knocks him down with the headboard.
Yeah, rinsed him. I mean, I think one thing I should have thought about in this game is the Mauler was definitely the best way of killing Proteus, and maybe the only way of killing Proteus, and I should have been a lot more careful with him. Like, again, that positioning there, I could have just put him a bit further away and Proteus would have had a hard job getting to him. But that's that. Would he not? Nope. Oh no, maybe not. Or, well, you know what I mean. It shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I just kind of went, hey, charge in, do some killing, and I could have been a bit more careful. The Chronicler now just decides to put Tail of Mists on the Krielstone. He's feeling a bit stupid for missing his chance. So, I mean, an Idle Sight isn't very good, but they get Feigned Death as well. So if my Krielstone toughs, you can't shoot it anymore. So that's nice. Fellcaller does nothing.
So he switches the clock back. I draw in. So what happens? The Carnivian's passed its threshold check, and the Harrier fails his, and the Harrier we work out can't hurt the bouncer.
Yeah, it'll be far enough to charge. Get bonus.
No. So this turn it started off as whistle more down.
It has kind of turned to one of those games, hasn't it, where it's just grinding in the middle.
Yeah, one of those classic turn 2s where well, it was my 2, your 3, wasn't it? Where it's like half the army's gone, now half the other army's gone.
Yes, yeah.
Now we can have a game.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I don't think I did enough in my last turn really to blunt your options this turn. You've still got a lot of very capable models knocking around. Yeah. Especially, I mean, Abby's just so much for a beast. It's hard, yeah. Like if they've got any systems at all, then they're like. She has psychosurgery as well, right?
Yeah, she has psychosurgery, yeah. But I think every time you hurt something, you grievous wounded it.
Hooray!
So I had no times where it was worth casting it. In fact, apart from a couple of Hex Bolts and Bracer to start with, she didn't do anything.
Oh, no. Say. Yeah. Although, Bracer on Proteus, that's such a good play. Is Proteus her beast?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Grievous Wounds is the bond.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I suppose why she can take it in the theme as well. Yeah, really cool. They work together really well. I like it. I like it a lot.
So I'm just trying to work out what I want to do. The Carnivian at the top's got 2 Fury on it, but I'm certain he can still do some work into the champions that are up there. And this is me just measuring that I can't get a spray from the sorceress and get both of them, which is a problem. So
rolls an impact attack. I'm like, oh no, Fennblades have hard, but of course charge attack kills it anyway. So I've got as tradition with the Fennblades, the 1 drummer is left drumming away. I was thinking, I wish Fennblade drummers had annoyance, because they that's what they do. They kind of run around drumming, getting in the way, contesting scenarios. If they had annoyance as well, I think it would really fit. And it'd be quite.
They annoy you because they're always at the back and you forget to move them.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I'd really like that.
Yeah, so is the Carnivian going? I kind of given up on getting Alpha Hunter this turn. Most turns start with Abby as how will I get Alpha Hunter, so I need to roll 6s, wasn't it? You get +2 for base to base,
that's right,
but -2 for Blood
Fury. Yeah.
Blood Fury. So I start with, is that Skaldi?
So look how crap my tablet is here. I've had to tap about 30 times just to mark the 8 damage on Skaldi. But yeah, you left him on 1, kill the other one, then buy an attack, and I think he toughs it, and then you buy 1 more attack and just kill him.
Yeah.
Sad times, and then we'll beer for anyone.
Yeah, it is. It was. I didn't realise he was the beer deliverer.
Yeah, he's got a big old keg on his shoulder.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. That's a good point. So Carnivian's back up to full there.
Yeah.
Now I'm going with my Forsaken Bomb. There's only 3 Fury on the Mauler.
Yeah.
I did say that was the one thing he was going to rile him for 2 more at the end of his turn. I can't see any reason not to do that, he said, and I was like, I can think of a reason.
Very kind of you.
So I think I did 5 damage or something like that to him.
Yeah, 5 damage. That was
Dice
right.
off 12 with 5 dice.
I don't think it did anything to anyone else. I don't think it hurt Madrak.
No, it didn't hurt anyone else. It was dice off a lot on everyone else. Interestingly, if you find Madrak full of Fury and you've got Forsaken, that completely gets around his
Grim Salvation. It
Grim
does.
Salvation.
He can still transfer it, and he's usually going to be armor
That's fair, yeah.
19. I think he's 17 basic.
Yeah.
Proteus here actually did had some crap dice. I think he missed 2, maybe 3 of his attacks.
I think he had one that did no damage.
Yeah.
And it kind of went like that. It didn't do an awful lot. Well, you can see on the screen he's done all right, but
I don't think he took any aspects either. So I was thinking, grievous wounds, but I've got all my aspects. This is good. But then you had a bunch more stuff that I hadn't really accounted for, which could do him in.
Yeah. So now I'll start with, because he's got 3 Fury on him. I'm like, well, Abby can do a few attacks to him, take the Fury away, and then you're only getting 1 for 1 dead beast and I'm just trying to work out how to leave Madrak in a difficult situation. The Naga's just killed the last Fennblade there, so that you've got nothing left in that zone.
No.
Forsaken goes in, the second Forsaken, and does another bomb. This one does better. It does about quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, about 11 maybe or something.
Yes, and it was higher, that one. So then, now there's a proxy base next to the Succubus, which is
that's where Abby actually is, maybe.
Yeah, so Abby's just slipstream onto that. The Seraph's done a little loop around walk. And started shooting the Seraph started shooting at a champion, didn't it? And then realised it was not going to do anything. I didn't get myself wildly high on Fury again because it was going to be out of control and probably going to have a frenzy test anyway.
Yeah.
So now Abby's actually a proxy base next to the Mauler. She starts with a power 12
and just
tail. Just
absolutely blast it and
I was like,
takes him out.
I'll take one of you.
Yeah. Again, I should have paid a lot more attention to keeping him safe. I didn't really realise until this turn how much of a linchpin he was going to be in this.
And then does a Hex Blast on the bomber, but fails to damage with
on the bouncer. Yes. You're right. Yeah. Despite having two health left.
It was dice off 8, and I rolled a 7, didn't I?
I was working out. I really thought I was going to get a really good Madrak 2 assassination with his feat. At this point, we'd forgotten that his feat has been errated. Again, I've not played him in a while. Thankfully, Mark realised before we started moving models and rolling dice and having to bin the whole recording because we're morons.
I think that's about right now, isn't it?
Yes.
You'll take him away now.
Although, yeah. I was thinking as well, it's like, as Mark pointed out, I was kind of thinking, I don't know if I actually need it or not. It's not terribly high odds. Anyway, so, yeah. But
yeah, Abby was sat on 4, wasn't it?
It's also horrible.
Sat on 3?
No, I think it was only like 1. But, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it wasn't going to happen. Sadly, those days are gone. And Madrak is no longer hideously broken.
Yes.
So instead, I'm thinking, Madrak, he's not going to do much damage to Proteus, but if I can Grievous Wounds him, and then I was thinking, this is one of the things I was thinking, the Fellcaller can charge him and do a bit more damage and chip it away. It's one of those things just from not having played this list, I didn't realise the Fellcaller had basically no chance of damaging him because he's got such good armour. But also I'm thinking, looking at the top zone and going, Blood Fury Krielstone. Yes, it's that stage of the game where you're playing Blood Fury on the Krielstone unit. But
it worked.
It did work. But I was thinking, Blood Fury Krielstone bearers can probably kill that Carnivian at the top. The other thing I didn't realise, I got 1 ward left alive in that mix somewhere, and he could have claimed the zone just all by himself, and then that would have left the remaining champion and sorcerer. So if you think, because at this stage of the game, just that one champion's attacks can be a huge deal, but I didn't think that, so I was like,
oh, it is worth saying. Did you mention that I obviously scored with Abby in the round zone at the bottom last turn? So.
Yes, that's right. As well, there's the other thing about me claiming that top zone is there's a shepherd right at the top of it, but I'm thinking I can use the sorcerer's hex bolt or whatever he has, the razor wind I think he has.
So that was Madrak just threw his axe at Proteus and did a solid 10 damage.
Yeah, deal with that.
Just like that.
Power Greyskull and all that.
And then
Then this is the Fellcaller who's feeling confident, inspired by Madrak's heroic example.
Yeah, it's
And-
dice minus 12.
Yeah.
Quickly picked up because
Yeah.
they're all 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Did absolutely nothing. I mean, even if he got good rolls, he would have done like 2 points maybe. So, the Chronicler just killed a Forsaken because the Chronicler's not going to be a whole amount of use anymore. Also, he had put Charge of the Trolls on the Krielstone just to make sure they don't whiff their attack rolls because they're only map 5, I think.
Yeah, these got up to the best Krielstone in the world.
Yeah, Mat 7, power 13 Weapon Master, including Stone Strength.
Yeah.
So, decent unit. I mean, the Ray Defense 10 now, but... Oh, yeah, so they kill him. So now I was thinking, got to kill this guy. And then remember, I've got a Bouncer who has a Spirit. So he can go and kill it. He's got a much better chance than the Portal Sorcerer. So move him over there. He's lost his mind, so a boost only gets me 2 dice, but he hits and kills. So well done him. And so this is the point where the champion could have gone over there and charged the Seraph, and that would have given me a lot of good options because I could have still taken that zone with the Warder, and I just didn't think. So that's the thing. It's just a few little mistakes, kind of annoying, but it's good actually talking through them now. It's like hopefully I won't make the mistakes because the champion just ended up doing nothing to hold the zone. It's a bit stupid. Over to you.
Right, so I pull in everything on Proteus. The Seraph passes is Frenzy Test, the Naga doesn't. And luckily I didn't Shadowbind the Hellion, but
I didn't even thought about that.
I only did 2 damage to it.
Yeah, I got so excited. He's like, he's hit! Ah, no damage. Oh, well, 2 damage. Not good enough.
Not good enough at all. So my plan for this turn was to clear out the central zone of everything, at least everything but Madrak, so that I could score 2. And
That's the other thing. In your turn last turn, I that Fellcaller should have just run over and contested the zone, and I just totally forgot. So that's okay.
So Abby's gone.
Oh, Abby's just
first.
killing the Fellcaller. She does it in pretty short order.
Yeah, I think there's a proxy base in there again, isn't there?
Yeah, that's right. Because you think you're going to reposition her anyway. Doesn't get the tough, off he goes.
And then it does a hex blast, hex bolt.
Yeah. Let's kill the Chronicler, is it?
On that,
Yeah, Chronicler.
and then repo back into that zone, so I score that again.
Yeah, I mean, she's super safe behind that forest as well. It's a really good position.
So now with Alpha Hunter, Proteus has got just a nice walk of 7, but then we realised that I realised that he could charge Madrak because Madrak had shot him last time.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it was within 10, so I just went straight into him there.
Yeah. Again, the free charges in this list like that one extra attack you get with Old Beast, it really adds up. It's such a fantastic list. I really like it. It's good. So this is your hitting Madrak, but I'm just doing Air Grim Salvation.
Yeah.
That Sorcerer, £16 model dead. He wasn't doing anything anyway. Champion's dead. I think at this point you're actually hitting the models rather than Madrak.
Yeah. I did the pull-in on the... Madrak was the only one within an inch, so I had to do the first 2, and then I did the pull because I wanted to kill the Bouncer.
Yeah.
Which I didn't do. I didn't break armor with the first.
Yeah.
So I had to do another one on him. So now I've cleared the zone of everyone but Madrak, so I can score that as well.
Well, again, that Krielstone could have just been half an inch forwards contesting, and then with self-sack he could have, but again, just I've a few little positioning mistakes have really let me down here.
Then the Seraph just flew back into control and started shooting Krielstone members. Got 3 shots and knocked it, and I can't remember what I did to them. And the Sorceress just ran, Forsaken, took a bit of fury off Proteus, so that balanced up nicely. And the Harrier just charged from one side of Madrak's melee to the other and started punching on the stone. I really got my 3 points out of that today.
Yeah, he was really annoying.
Killed 2 models.
Matt's 7 on that little 3-point model though. You can't complain. He's pretty great.
Yeah, Matt's 7 and a 12 and a half inch threat with Alpha Hunter. 14 on the feed turn.
Super good. I think this turn as well. Are we in my turn now? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're talking about whether I can get to your castle and I can't.
Yeah,
so I think
I didn't contest that zone, so I've gone 3-2 up.
That's right.
Haven't I?
Yeah. I was surprised you didn't do that. I really thought the Seraph would have gone in there.
It would have been out of control still.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Or maybe I could have just towed it in. But
yeah,
it was better where it was because.
I mean, it's a lot safer where it is.
You're leaving the zone to.
Yeah, definitely.
With something to try and kill it.
Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, this turn I'm kind of looking down a defeat, and I think at this point I realised if I can put Blood Fury on Madrak, and then if I just roll really hot dice and I kill Proteus, which is not very good odds at all, but you never know at this stage of the game you're relying on things that don't really have good odds because there's not a better way of doing it. I'm thinking if I do that, then I might be able to pull this out of the bag, but it's not looking good at this point. So I'm seeing if the Blood Fury Krielstone members can get there, but they can't charge him because Madrak's in the way. So I end up dropping Blood Fury to put it on Madrak. But hey, they can still contest the zone, and I'm like, yeah, charge the Harrier, why not? And then one of them just absolutely smashes it.
Yeah, one shots the Harrier.
Yeah, deal with it. Don't need buffs, mate. Second beast dead for my Krielstone unit. That's the thing about trolls I love. The support staff in this stage of the game are the best in the game. Like, compare them to Shepherds or Choir, they can get a surprising amount done. And they're all tough in armor 15.
Forsaken are pretty good in the late stages.
Oh, Forsaken are solid. Sorry, that's Forsaken I meant Shepherds and...
Yeah, you said Shepherds, but Forsaken is support.
Oh, Forsaken.
Solid support.
Oh, they're ridiculous, yeah. So yeah, this is just Madrak hitting Proteus. I don't think I did a severe amount of damage. I did a handful of boxes here and there. Ryla Bouncer, just because I'm running low on Fury, I've been cutting myself the last couple of turns. But I think at this point you're all looking good to close out.
Yeah, I just start trying to work out. I'm wary about going all in on the assassination on Madrak and start thinking about maybe just trying to kill everything else, because then happily behind a forest for Absylonia, the scenario game is hers. And start with the spray with the Hellion, hit all three, break armor on all three, and all three tough and get knocked down.
Yeah, I've not had great tough rolls this game, and now we'll just yeah.
No, there's the one I was really happy about, and that's about it, isn't it?
Of course, yeah, the one where it actually did me over. Yeah. Good old tough.
So then Proteus, he's lost his body, hasn't he?
He has,
but
yes.
He's doing attacks that are all
power 16 anyway, so
power 16. So he's just killing whatever he needs.
Yeah.
But we forget he loses his body, so I rolled two die with Stoner on and kill him, and then I start
hitting Madrak, and that was when I realised, you've lost your body.
I did. I rolled a double 6 at dice -1, and we realised, so we just knocked 6 of it off, and I put one on for the boost.
That was right.
That I should have done on the bouncer, which balanced him out.
Yeah. So I mean,
and then there was literally just Abby moved over, so she was just towing the round zone so that the Seraph could stay in control and shoot the champion up the top.
It's Warder, but yeah.
Warder up the top.
Yeah. And at this point, you've basically, going into my turn, he kills the Warder now, and then going into my turn, I've realised there's no making an assassination because you're camping about 4 Fury. I think I could have just about got there, and even then I would have had to take a free strike from Proteus, and if he hits, he pulls me in, and that ends that. And even if I kill Proteus and another model, then he's still going to win our scenario.
Yeah, so I'd gone. So you went up to 3 in your turn, and I kept that one, so it went from 3 to 2.
I think was it 6 or 7-3. I can't remember, but either way, obviously I can't contest any zones because the only model I've got left is my Warcaster. So even no matter how much stuff I kill, he's getting it.
Even if you cleared the zone of all the models apart from Abby, then I'd still just win the turn after.
Yeah, that's it. So I lose, but we had a really fun game, really close. Abby 2 is always a tough matchup for trolls.
Yeah, she is.
She's fantastic.
It's my troll drop.
It absolutely is. And it's. Unless you're playing something with a lot of Gargantuans, it's I say a lot too.
Yeah,
but
it's a 3 double Mountain King. This doesn't like everything else. That's the dream.
But this was a really fun game, and it's really good to have such a challenging matchup, and good to be able to practice it on a friendly club night rather than a tournament. So thanks for watching. If you've watched this far, as always, if you've got any comments, especially if I've done anything wrong since New Army, we'd love to hear your feedback and comments in the comments below. The other thing, we're looking when Company of Iron drops. We're all quite excited for Company of Iron. So if you'd like to see some Company of Iron battle reports, let us know. I'm planning a Rallic Morclaw one with some steelheads and a Talon. It's going to be really fun. So let us know.
Yeah.
And thanks very much for watching.
Thanks a lot.